Hello and welcome to my shop. Well, last week I had this part 1 of my PlumWoodChallenge, and for the part 2 I made this desktop organizer here, a holder for the pen and a nice small little box here with a grain going consistent around the box, and the way I did it I'll show you in the next couple of minutes. And well, this looks real nice on everyone's desktop, and I think I'm pretty happy with my PlumWoodChallenge, and now enjoy the second and final part of it, and I hope I'll see you on my next project. I mounted this piece of plum wood into my chucks, and I go ahead and just turn it into a round turning blank. I'm running at 1700 rounds per minute. This one up to here. I actually can see this here, but this part already split off, and I hope it still grabs. Yeah, it does. Might be a dangerous turn, but okay, what I'm gonna do now is I'll cut this down to about there and see how far these cracks are going. I might be a little further. Okay. Get a starting point here now for the drill bit. almost, well, I'm about 2 millimeters away from the bottom, and that's what I wanted to achieve. And now it's time to shape the outside. And see what this will be in the end. So what I'm doing here is I'm just checking whether I like this shape, and I think I go thinner on here, but this could be, well, a little thinner, but this is just a design on the fly. This is it. Now it's time for some sanding, and I'll be back when I put the finish on. Okay, with the second coat of wax dry, it's time to buff it out and part it off. Here we go. This is the pen will go into, and rather than having it straight like so, I'll go ahead and cut this here at an angle, so this will be something like this. Okay, so I head over to the bandsaw, leave the lathe because that's all I do for the lathe. Maybe a small container? I don't know. See what this will be. Okay, see you at the bandsaw, and from there on the turning part of the PlumWoodChallenge is done. Well, what I did on the bandsaw, I cut this, the base here, at an angle, and now I go ahead and sand this flush, so I'll get a nice surface, and this piece will stay nice and flat. That's nice. Okay. So actually the pen will be sitting at an angle instead of the 90 degrees. It's just a little tipped over, and I think this is quite a nice look. Okay, I don't know exactly what happened, but well, this went totally wrong. I tried to cut this into two pieces and to make a book matched panel, but well, I can't use this for my project. So I went ahead and cut another piece, and this is it. And I over at the table saw and my plane, I made it into a book matched board. Well, I don't want to use this as a book matched board, but now to get a consistent grain all around the box, well, this will be the outside. I have to mark the, well, first of all, I have to mark a starting point where both of them are cut, and I think I'll go ahead, I'll do it around here, and from there on I got the two, I got a long side which will be around here, and well, a little longer, I think I'll go for this one, and a short side which will be approximately this. And for the short side, I mark over to both sides. And now this distance has to go over here, and so you get a long board, a short board, a matching grain over here, a long board and a short board and a matching grain over here. So I'll end up with a box with a matching grain all around it. So now I go ahead and instead of cutting this at 45, I'm gonna use my router table and route a groove across here on 45 degree using my router sled, and I'll show you how this works in a second. So what I did here, this is my book matched piece, and this will be the outside. So I have to route on the inside of the box the 45. This is a 90-degree cutter which ends up on 45 degrees, and then set the height so it does not go through this this piece. And I start by routing away on the first mark here, and I put a stop block on here, and I'll leave this until the second one is also done. Okay, this stop block here is very important because the bit is pushing this way, and when you don't have the stop block, it's the workpiece starts moving here, and you don't get a square shoulder. Okay, now that this shoulder is square, I go ahead and cut away on the almost there. Okay. This is nice. Okay, so the next thing is to set up the stop block to the overall length, and the overall length will be, I don't know, the inside should be 86 millimeters on the long one and 40 millimeters on the short one. So I'll just start on calculating. So I said 86 plus 40 is 126 plus 4 times the thickness of the material, which is 8. 4 times 8 is 32. 126 is 8 and 5 and 1. 158 millimeters. Okay. So I push the stop block back to 150. Where is it? 158. This is around exactly here. Okay. While I route now, I have to ensure that the marks are pointing upwards, because this will be the outside of the box. Okay, this is 56 millimeters now to the top here, and just to ensure, okay, these are the outsides. This goes like so, and this should go like so. It's almost there, but this is the curve of the blade. Okay, I can't do anything against that. That's it. Okay, I go ahead and use double-sided tape and cut away this here at the bandsaw, and then I'll just go ahead and shape and sand a little on this one. And I think that's, yeah, should be nice. So now I go ahead and cut away this here. With this sanding drum mounted into my drill press, I go ahead and sand away the saw marks. Okay, with the sanding sealer dried, and I buffed it out using this pad here, I'll go ahead and do the glue up, and I use regular wood glue. Well, regular wood glue is okay. This is fast setting wood glue. And just apply this to the area without any sanding sealer. Just spread this a little and add something to the bottom here. Position it the way I want it to. A little contact here. That's it. And I need some clamping pressure. Therefore I got this block. Place the block here inside. Grab two clamps here. One, and just checking for the position. Okay. And clamp number 2. That's it. And I'll let this sit now for about an hour or so. Actually get some squeeze out. I'll take this away. And I'll let this sit for an hour or so. And then it's time for the wax and the pan here. Pretty nice. Okay. So I see when I apply the wax and when I buff out the wax and when I put with the second and final coat of wax dried out, it's time to buff out the wax, and for the inside I just use a paper towel because I can't go in there with the brush. And for the rest, especially for the bark here, I'm just using the brush. And this gives a nice character to the bark here. And I'm really happy and I'm really surprised. So now it's time to do the assembly. I start by putting on the feet. I've got pre-drilled holes here. Still. Or maybe these feet are overdone a little, but well, I haven't got any other. Whenever I can avoid buying new stuff for my projects, I don't do it. pen holder here. This is not tightened too much, as the hole for the inside is bigger than this is also able to move around. Here is the pen and the business card holder. I think this one looks real nice. I go ahead and put some pictures up in the end, and if you like this project, please leave a thumbs up and leave a comment. Please subscribe to my channel. And this is the final, well, the second and final piece of my PlumWood challenge. Well, although I got a lot more of my plum wood, I think this is a nice and neat project. You can make out of firewood and the people will love it. Look here at the grain character, and the box, the grain of the box is consistent all the way around. I don't know whether you can see that, but here on the light pass I got a little offset, but this is from the blade curve, where this is actually the one direction and the other direction. This is the connection between the two boards, but over here it's almost perfect, and as well over here this looks real perfect, and I love this piece. That's a real nice one. Okay, thank you very much, and I'll see you next week.